You know who we are?
Yeah, black and red. Hopway.
3 bulls, huh? Nah, I don't think so.
I'm guessing they don't pay you to do the thinking.
Whoa!
He is a martial artist who began his training at the age of 4 in Taekwondo, and now he's using his black belt skills on the big and small screen.
He was about to do it right
there.
Get a cigarette, cut the cigarette down. I guess they don't pay you to think.
Yeah.
Bam! Rich Ting is here to talk about his show on Bruce Lee Cinemax series called Warrior. Nice to have you, Rich.
Hello.
So how's a nice guy like you play such a tough guy on screen?
Well, thank you for that. I like to consider myself a nice guy.
Yeah, no, you're terrific.
I think I just channel a lot of my youth. We'll leave it at that. A lot of my high school days. And yeah, you know what? It's just been a crazy adventure. It's been a crazy journey. And you know, I get paid to revisit my past and to pull out these tools and all these little secrets that people don't know about, and I get to showcase them for the world.
Yeah.
So
I was watching the trailer for Warrior, and like Carlos was showing it to me in the newsroom, and I was like, there was a point when when people were getting flipped over, like necks cracked, I was like, I can't watch it. Is it so fun for you to play these characters and kind of bring back all that Taekwondo?
I mean, yeah, I can't say enough, you know, and I think the most important thing, I think the most fun thing about all that stunt choreography is the fact that it's safe. You know, to me, I kind of laugh every time I see something like that in its final production, because the goal is to make it not look rehearsed, right? To make it look very organic, spontaneous, in the moment.
And that's not easy to do, by the way.
No, and I get spoiled because I get to work with all these amazing stunt guys and stunt coordinators that, you know, we basically dance, you know, and the trick is to make it look like a non-choreographed dance.
Are they ever like, do you ever look at them when they're choreographing something, you're like, I'm an actual black belt and that's not how we do it?
Well, you know what's funny about that is I actually want to go the opposite in the sense where I almost want to show up and say, I can't do that. So what do you need me to do? If you need me to throw a punch and then give the face, you know, I can do that. But then they go, no, we know your history. Guess what? Can you do all of it? And that's where I'm like, sure.
Here we go.
And I've been fortunate and blessed to have some great doubles at the same time. I think as we get more, you know, into the development of these new shows and these new films, they really try to stay really strict on the double and the actor. So obviously the more I can do, the better for everyone.
So tell me a little bit about the Rich Ting history, you know, about your growing up, and you talk about going back into those things that you're drawing from. Tell me about your growing up years.
Well, I've been told I'm one of the rare LA-born, still working actors in the business. But yeah, I was born in the South Bay in Torrance, in Los Angeles, and spent most of my youth here, and then moved to the Bay Area for junior high school and high school in San Francisco.
And you studied the craft
yeah, you know,
during that time?
It all started when I was 4 years old, and my family and I believe we were in Sherman Oaks at the time, and I saw Bruce Lee on film. And obviously my parents were watching something, and I just, you know, at 4 years old, I don't really recall what I was thinking then, but I just remember the impulse and the attraction to him on camera. So it's always like the chicken or the egg is what I talk about it. Because of Bruce Lee, did I start martial arts, or did I start my passion for wanting to be on camera, right? It kind of happened at the same time.
And then what happened when you heard, like, you know, the Bruce Lee's this Warrior, and then they're like, yes, we would like you, Rich Ting. You're like, wait a minute, he takes me right back to my 4-year-old self?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it started at 4. And you know, it's something that I got my black belt at the age of 13, and obviously throughout high school and college, I started focusing more on football and some of the other sports, which I ended up playing in college.
Played at Yale, right?
I was fortunate to play football at Yale. Played 4 years, and that was a phenomenal experience. But back to your question, yeah, you know, one thing about this business is that I've trained myself to really not get too ahead of myself. You know, so when we got the call to audition for this show, of course I was like, this is pretty epic, but we'll see. And I kind of just threw it away, you know what I mean? And then we got the call back, and then we got the offer, and I'm like, I don't know. And then I met Shannon Lee, who's Bruce Lee's daughter, and then I met Justin Lin, Jonathan Tropper, Daniel Woodrow, and the whole entire HBO crew. I was like, okay, maybe this is real.
That takes, that takes a lot of discipline. I'm completely blown away by
That's
it.
what the industry has done, though. It's
Right.
really disciplined me to not get overexcited because a lot of energy is wasted in
Yeah.
that sense. So.
And we also see you in Man in the High Castle.
Yes.
That's
which
out now, too.
Which just recently came out. So excited about season 4. Unfortunately, it's the final season, but
Yeah.
so blessed to be a part of this High Castle family, you know.
Yeah, people love you.
Is
in
there
that.
something that you'd like to, some kind of role that you would like that has no martial arts attached to it at all? Is there something you wish you could do that maybe you haven't done yet?
Well, what's funny is that, you know, I wouldn't say I've been typecasted yet, but a lot of things that we end up booking and come my way are a little bit more on the action genre side.
Sure.
Cool enough, a recent show we just filmed was CBS's new show coming out in 2020 called Tommy, which stars Edie Falco. So I play, and I don't know if I can say what I play, because I don't know, but
Well, let's not get in trouble.
Yeah,
But is it a dramatic role?
it's a very dramatic role, and it's a very vulnerable role and a very romantic role at the same time.
Hey, look
Something
at
to look
you!
forward to.
And it's cool because that's the kind of material I train on when I'm not filming an action thing.
Right.
A lot of these skills and stuff are always in my back pocket, so when we get the call, it's almost automatic.
One last thing. What are you working on now? What can you promote that's happening in your life?
I'm currently working on a feature film in LA called Roma 96, which will come out next year. And very excited to say that I'm working with Jeff Bridges right now on his new show called The Old Man.
How awesome is that?
And that kind of jumps back into the action genre for me a little bit. But all I can say about that is we start filming in January, but we've been rehearsing since, I think, late November.
Oh my.
So
Great.
not to foreshadow anything,
Yeah.
but for an FX show that's a TV series
Yeah.
to prep 2-3 months ahead,
Very cool.
it
Tells
might
you
be
something.
epic. It
You
might be kind of cool.
Well, we appreciate. Well, when it's a thing
Yeah. Come
and
on
it's
back.
out, come on back and
Oh,
talk.
thank you so much.
We'd
It's great
love
to have you
have
here.
Thank you for being
having
here.
me. Appreciate it.